Hey, I'm Bora, co-founder and CEO of HockeyStack, and I'm here with the Bloomreach team.
Hi, I'm Uri with the Marketing Ops and Innovation.
And I'm Amanda Cole, the Chief Marketing Officer at Bloomreach. My involvement was getting lots and lots of emails and finally responding. The messaging got me.
Yeah, so I think it was the attribution question, literally. So we were trying to understand where is the money and what are the channels that are bringing the most valuable number of opportunities, obviously. So as a SaaS company, that was our main focus. So at the beginning, we were using Alightly. It was literally like a Salesforce add-on, and we were using conversion data. So literally, if somebody submits a form, and so you have that data piece, and basically using a last touch attribution, and then was literally it was very simple. We had a lot of data. The question was what to do with them and what are the insights that we were planning. And I don't want to say it wasn't really valuable for us, but definitely we were looking for something where we can act upon the data tomorrow, today, or in the future as well.
Yeah, and I think part of it is that marketers, I've been in marketing for over 20 years, and I think marketing is great at storytelling, and sometimes those stories are told with data. And there's been a long time question about attribution. How do I show the value of marketing with a set of data? And there's all of these different ways to do it. U-shape, W-shape, first touch, last touch, all of these things, because it's marketers trying to use data to validate the spend, the investment, and those things. And the reality is it's not how customers buy. And marketing needs to build experiences that actually create customers. And in B2B, we're working with 20 contacts in an account. So we've got to understand every single interaction of those 20 contacts and then somehow report the value of all of the things that we're doing with those 20 contacts against a new logo ARR that we have 12 months later. And then make decisions on how to invest in marketing and tell our CFO that we need a bunch more money. And the reality is none of the tools were going to solve that for us. When we invested in HockeyStack, even invested in it simply believing that we just needed some data to show the value of marketing. We didn't actually think it would change how we do marketing. And what we found is the opposite. With the investment from your team, we've been able to really, truly understand our customers at an account level. So how many customers are engaging with us and on what channels and with what messages, and at an individual level, so that we know based on the persona, how do we engage and interact and actually convert this persona in this kind of account to get us that eventual ARR. So I've loved the insights that we're unlocking simply beyond just the data and insights from a channel attribution perspective, but really how we connect with customers.
The first piece is definitely marketing contribution. And I mean, not just how much pipeline was created by the marketing, but literally how does this translate into different channels, and also optimize the specific channel based on that. And again, a U-shaped attribution, first touch or last touch, doesn't really matter. The question is if you're able to make the right decision afterwards for that specific channel and see it in overall picture.
I think one of the funniest moments of using HockeyStack was when Uri came to me and said, I had been complaining a little bit about our paid social strategy and because we're using last touch attribution and paid social was not showing up in last touch attribution. And Uri opened an account view in HockeyStack and said, look at all of the paid social activity that's happening at this account before they ever convert. So that's the other thing that's been super interesting, is that we're able to not just on a converted contact do the tracking, but also see what happens before they actually convert as a contact. And you just see LinkedIn's logo everywhere on this account view. And it was fascinating. And I think that has really emboldened our teams to feel like what they're doing is having an impact, and channels like LinkedIn are becoming even more important in our strategy. One of the big focuses for Bloomreach is investing in AI, really figuring out how do we remove the bottlenecks, the sometimes data, sometimes integration challenges that we have, technology challenges, so that humans can connect with humans. We have time to ideate with you. You've been a fantastic partner in coming up with new ways that we can actually use and think through data from a strategic perspective. And we need time to do that instead of spending time on fixing data mapping challenges or fixing integration challenges with channels. So that's a big focus for Bloomreach, is really getting to a point where everything's automated, and HockeyStack is going to be a big part of that. Another part is really understanding our customer, making sure our story, we are also a B2B SaaS company. We talk about solving challenges with personalized customer journeys. We need to be able to provide a similar experience for our customers. And again, because of that challenge that we talked about before, B2B, you're communicating with an account and there are a lot of contacts inside that account. So how do you personalize an experience for an individual at an account? The visibility of that is difficult. But with HockeyStack, we've been able to really dive in and see that. And we want to create those personalized individual and account experiences for Bloomreach customers and prospects. And then I think the third big thing is getting a lot more scale out of our spend, making sure that when we're spending, we're not under-investing in something like brand that doesn't show up in last touch, which is, I think, a pretty consistent challenge for B2B companies, but also not over-investing in things that do generate pipeline just simply because we get that quick hit of a qualified pipeline opportunity.
What makes me excited is literally like how to automate some of the day-to-day tasks, and literally like every marketer spends like hour a day just to understand the insights and then obviously create a story around it and then share it with his manager or his CMO, for example, right? So the question is, or actually it's not a question, it's literally like the excitement about Odin. So like how can we automate and scale some of the insights which could be literally automatic, like on a weekly basis. So because like we spend a ton of time right now getting those insights, and how can we make sure that this is something that is not on our day-to-day list, but it's something that you basically get delivered every single week. If you have a dashboard, so obviously you spend some time on the dashboard and you are trying to understand what are you trying to optimize for, what is the story, and what the data is telling us. What Odin can do is, with one click of a button, you can get those insights from that dashboard that you are focused on immediately, and then to ask additional questions, so you'd get the outcome in exact form that you want and you wish to present it to the rest of the team. Yeah, so I can say it was tremendously helpful at the beginning to have you like literally overview the project, and then obviously so we have weekly calls, we have catch-ups, but I think the most valuable part is like have literally daily Slack notification and Slack channel, just like Bloomreach and HockeyStack together, where you can just open any type of conversation. It doesn't matter if it's like a request to like QA something, or literally like ask to guide us through a specific concern or through a specific request, or like this is how we want to achieve specific goal, and there is a guidance from your team about how to do it, so which is great.
Yeah, and what I love from the team is that you all are invested in making us smarter. You're invested in making me look good with your go-to-market command center. You really, truly are invested in the growth of the company, not just that your technology works, not just that the data is providing insights, but that what we see and understand from learning more about our customer, from learning more about marketing and the programs and the campaigns that we're executing, that we get better as marketers and as sales and as sales members and as revenue professionals, and that Bloomreach holistically grows, and you're invested in helping us deliver that growth. So I think you can't ask for a better partner, and I feel like we can pin you at any time and we will be there to jump on, and I genuinely believe that you are as concerned with our success as we are.